Welcome everyone. I wanted to make a little clearer control panel and show you the actual extension cord that you actually get here. Now, let's start again here so we can see this, and hopefully we can see it much clearer, and the actual readout here, which is a little on the difficult side still apparently. So we can so you've got the basic button here. This sets up whether the light flashes or doesn't. You notice how it does flash there. That's what that does. As simple as that. If you don't want it to flash, then you hit the button there. And you'll see that this is no longer flashing. You want it to flash, oops, it starts flashing again. And that controls the lights in the back. It's as simple as that. So that's the flashing. Now, if you want to control the actual where the light goes, well, now we have it going to the annex. Now, I found my little cord here, and I want to show you this little cord. This goes in the side here where it says output, and it can only fit in this. The other one it doesn't fit into, that's the charging. So it's the output, and you can see that it's flashing, and that's what this does. So that's the annex. Now, you can put the annex on and the back on. You can do both. Now we have flashing, and the actual, both of these are on. So you have the actual wrist unit is on, and it is flashing as well. Let me get my tripod a little bit stabilized here. So you can see the actual, and this is used in the ear or in the nose, and people have claimed they get some fairly decent, let me get this on again, get some fairly decent responses from that. People have treated tinnitus with it. They've also treated sinus problems. You have to find out. I've had someone try for tinnitus and it did nothing for them personally. We have had some results with some sinus problems, and this is part of the process. But you can see how that, now, if you don't want it to blink, you then press here, and you're going to see the lights will stop, and now we have both on. And if you want to just have one or the other, you can press it here. Now what we have is only the back lights are on. You see this has one out. Where is that? This has one out, and now the back light is on. So it's very simple to use. This is your on and off, but it also regulates the time. You can go up to 1 hour of continuous use with this for things that are generally considered more body-based. And that means for blood treating, it's good for diabetes, it's good for high blood pressure, it tends to make the blood separate and not congeal in terms of the fact that your blood tends to stick together. Let's turn this on. And so it's an interesting tool. Follow the manual, see how it is, but I thought I would give you a little better information here. So this, again, controls whether you can go to the outside. Outside, meaning using this, your actual attachments. Just the attachments, the outside lights, just the back lights, attachment, both. Now if you want to kick in the flashing, then you go over here. See how those flash? Stop the flash. Now it's steady. Adjust the time. It's very, very simple, and don't be afraid to go in here and press all the buttons and figure out what's going on. You're not going to hurt this unit as long as you don't abuse it, but you certainly can change everything, hit all these buttons. It's not going to hurt anything. And if you want to start over, well, you go to the power, then turn it back on again. Then you adjust. Now, do you want it to flash? it starts to flash. You don't want it to flash, then you press that button, and you'll see it's a steady lights there, and then you turn it on, you see it's not flashing. You want to go to the auxiliary, you go over here, and you'll see the auxiliary. So it's very, very simple. You want both on, you want the back only, you want the auxiliary. It's just as simple as that. And this is the time. As I said, go slow with these things. These can be very potent, both used with amulets and even on its own. So don't overdo things like people tend to do. Start with, of course, with amulets, you should start with 5 minutes and move that up to 10. With other things you use, I would say start with 20 minutes. See how that goes for a week or so. Then you can move it up to 30, 40, 50, or an hour. And of course, once you set the timer in a minute or so, you'll see as it starts to count down automatically. This countdown will bring it down to 0, and then it will go off by itself. It will beep and then go off. So hopefully that's a little more clearer here. You can see everything better, and this should give you better insights on how to use it. This is an important tool. Everyone should have it. We do have a Tachyon version you can buy separately, and there are other versions that we will show you as well, but we do have one for sale separately. A lot of people don't buy the kits, but these are fantastic tools to have that everyone needs, and these are not inexpensive to buy of their own, and the advanced ones can run up to $300 that have 12 to 15 additional lights on them. These only have 5 lights and are very nice units for what they are. And as I said, you can get an upgraded version of this with a Tachyon, which does give it more energy and a stronger input, both used as a medical tool and as a regular amulet. Now, again, follow what the instructions say. Read them of how it's used regularly. If you use it that way. But why not use it both ways? And why not try the nice little plug-in device that you get here as well, and see how that goes in your life. So you get double things with this. So it's not something you only can use with amulets. You can use this in life in general. And I highly recommend it. I've been using mine for years, and it does seem to help basically in a lot of different areas. As usual, people, if you have any questions, contact me.